So yeah, that's where you guys are sitting at the moment. I'm just sitting on my bed and I decided to make a video because why not? Um, what was I gonna say? Yes, I did poll on my Instagram and I was like, do people want to know more about like my experience in Sri Lanka and all that? And like, 2 people voted no, 15 people voted yes. So as majority rules, I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna mix a bit up. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I'm just gonna tell you, like, I don't know. I just felt like I should do this. I felt like I should share my story. You know. Yeah. So what happened was, uh, that's what happened. The end. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That was nasty, but we're gonna roll with it. So basically, I was in year six. So that was 5 years ago, 2014, and wait. So bit of background context. Um, my mum is originally Indian. My dad's originally Sri Lankan, but they're like Australian, obviously, but they were born there. And yeah, so when I was in year six, my parents were like, you know what? Like, cause I'm finished primary school, we're gonna pack up and leave. And I was like, what are you talking about? We're moving. I was like, what? Yeah, so we're moving to Sri Lanka for a year. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not doing that. Dude, that was 5 years ago. I was 11 or, I was 12. And I was like, no way, that's not happening. I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere with you. What the hell? And they're like, you don't have a choice. You're coming with. And I was like, no, sweetie, not happening. So yeah, that was like a year, 2014. It's a bit of a rough year. It was like just a year of me just like screaming and fighting and crying and just like, it was just a real mess with like my parents and whatever. And like, obviously no one else wanted to go. They was just like, okay, we're going, we're packing up, pack your shit, we're leaving. I was like, that's not happening. I'm not coming. Like, you can't make me go. Little did I know they made me go, obviously. And so yeah, December 22nd, 2014, my family landed in Colombo, and yeah, so then we look. I'll be honest, we were homeless. Not gonna lie, not as in like we didn't have money or anything. It was just that we didn't have a place to stay. So the first night we stayed like at my dad's family's place, and they live like not in Colombo. They live like outside, like 4 hours from the city, and so we stayed there for the first night, and then after that we left, and we stayed. We went to Colombo, and we didn't know where we were going, so we stayed in like a hotel, like Cinnamon Red. We lived there for a week. 4 people, 1 room, and like I think 4 suitcases, and we lived in a hotel for a week. Um, because we were homeless. We didn't have anywhere else to go. We didn't have a car. We borrowed a car from someone. We didn't have a car. We didn't have a house. We didn't have anything. We literally had our suitcases, and that was it, and each other, like sort of. And so we stayed there for a week, and then we went and stayed at someone's house, and obviously we needed to go to school, and so these people, like friends, recommended, okay, there's this school, like not far from where we were, and then you should go check it out because, and we're like, okay, but like those nights, I had a week, 1 week. We had I think we got there on the 22nd of December. I started school on the 6th of January 2015. And so that's not long, like a little bit less than 2 weeks. And we were like, okay, we need to find a school. We don't know anything because originally we had decided that we were going to go to British, um, British School of Colombo, but they didn't like respond to any of our emails or whatever, and so we didn't have anywhere to go. So we just spent like nights driving around, and we saw like what did we see? Stafford, and I was like, no offense to anyone who goes to Stafford, but like it looks like a jail from outside, and I was like, I'm not going there, sweetie. And then these people were like, oh, what about CIS? So like, okay, whatever. Like we don't have a choice. Like let's go. So we went there. They're like, okay, we have spots available. You have to do this test, and then according to your results, then you get in. Me and my brother both got in. We passed. We did well, apparently. I don't know. We never got the test. And like, okay, this is your new school. And we're like, okay. So, like, look, I've been to Sri Lanka before this as for holidays and stuff, but I've never, like, known. Like, I always thought, like, every school was a government school that, teachers can hit students and you can, like, everyone speaks Sinhala and, like, no one speaks English sort of thing. I didn't know anything about, like international schools. Like, I had no idea what that was. And I knew, like, CIS was an international school, but I never knew, like, anything. So, like, okay, we're living in an apartment at the moment. So, it's like 6th of January. And funny story also. So, like, I had a phone. It was an iPhone 4S or something. No, I didn't even have a phone then. I had an iPad 4. And so I set my alarm. I'm like, okay, we got our uniforms. We're ready for our first day of school. And I got up and it was dark outside. It was literally like that. And I was like, oh my fucking God, we have to get up this early every single day. And I was like, okay, let's, I woke up everyone, like, let's go. We got to get ready or whatever. And my dad goes, what are you doing? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. My iPad was still set to Australian time. And I was like, fuck, what the hell? Anyway, so we went back to sleep, got up, got ready. First day of school, driving to school. And I didn't know what to expect. It was literally, okay, picture this, a 12-year-old girl, buck teeth, like my teeth are literally like that, like a really strong Australian accent. Like, I was just like a mess, yeah. And going to a school, and me and my brother had no idea, like, anything. We didn't know anything. We were just thrown into the deep end, and like, okay, here's your school, this is your books, go. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. On the first day of school, obviously I was a loner. I had no friends. I had to ask people where's the bathroom, and like, I don't know, I was so lost. And like, I don't know, it was insane. And I was like so shocked that people could speak English, and I was like, you know how to speak English? Like, obviously, like, I didn't know that like people didn't like could speak more than like one language. And I was like, wow, like, you speak English? I was like, yeah. And I also, oh, the camera stopped recording anyways. And I also didn't know that like people could read and write in English. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, people can actually do this. I was like, anyways, so that really shows how ignorant like I was. But like, I mean, I don't know. I was 12. Like, what do you expect? Anyways, so time passed by. I eventually like made friends and whatnot. I joined. I started playing soccer. Like, I like, it takes time. Everything takes time. Like, living in a new country, mom, making a video. Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Anyways,
Why you talk to mommy like that?
my family lost interest. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, everything takes like time to settle in, and it was insane. Like, living in a new country is not easy, especially like when you're that young, and it's hard to adapt to like meeting new people, and especially, how old was my brother? I think he was 7 or 8, so he was obviously, it was probably hard for him as well. Anyways, so then time progressed on, and 1 year passed, 2 years passed, 3 years passed, 4 years passed. Like, 1 year was over, and I was like, okay, look, it's been a year. I need to go back. I need to go back home. I'm missing home, missing my family, missing my friends, whatever. No, we're not going. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Like, I don't want to stay in school for another year. I'm not gonna be here. Yes, you are, sweetie. You are gonna be here. So yeah, and then every June, July holidays, like summer holidays, we come here for like 2 months, and it was like the best thing ever, because like I miss home. Obviously, I was homesick. I've been homesick a lot. It's insane. Um, but like it was a crazy experience. I've met the most amazing, insane people. I've had the best experiences. Like, look, despite the crying, the screaming, the yelling, the fighting, whatever, like the problems, I don't. There's literally nothing that I would change about the whole experience. Like, I loved it so much. Like, you don't realize how good you have something until it's gone. And I don't ever regret the decision of coming back here, like back to Melbourne. I don't regret that decision. Like, I'm happy with that. But also, like, obviously I miss people and all. Like, I've met, like, the things that I've done, the people that I've met places I've been to, I don't think, like, if I was here my whole life, I wouldn't have experienced that. The people that I've met are like people like I'm this literally this close with, people who I can call like my family. Like, it's a little insane. I've done crazy things. I've met amazing people, dude. Like, it was 4 years of literally insane. Like, and I came back in January. So yeah, like a little bit more than 4 years. And school there is wild. Like, I come here and I'm like, wow, that's insane. Like, how did we get away with all these things? Like, look, I wouldn't. Every country, every place you go, everywhere you meet, the people you go, everything has its um, its negatives and like positives. Everything has advantages, disadvantages, whatever. Um, but like, I wouldn't change. I wouldn't have changed anything. Like, I'm so, even I don't tell my parents this, but I'm so grateful and so thankful that I got the opportunity to go there and to do that and meet these people. And like, it's insane. Like, if I didn't go there, I would be a completely different person. I wouldn't be how I am now, because leaving, I'll be honest, I was a big pussy. I was scared to say anything. I didn't like. I was like really like a wuss. Like, I don't touch. Like, I like you get what I mean. Like a wuss, a pussy. But like, ever since I gone there, I'm like, you wanna fight, I'll fight you. Like, I'll throw hands sort of person now, which I'm like happy that I've become, because I'm not trying to be no wussy. And no, but like every country, like obviously the people are different, the lifestyle is different, the way that of living, the culture, everything is so like insanely different. But like, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just want to say, like, I don't know, it's been a wild 4 years. Like, I can, most of like my good memories and shit, I can remember is having like over there. And I wouldn't live there again, to be honest, but I definitely go for holidays. Like, it's legit, like, it's so much fun, you know. But yeah, no, I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to do that and experience a new culture, experience a new way of living and like life and whatever, you know. I don't know where this video is going, but I just thought like I'd share my story with you. Hopefully, I don't know, you learn something. But I'm saying, like, even, you know how your parents are always like, we're doing what's best for you, and like, you know, like, no, you're not, shut up. But like, I genuinely think that most of the time, not all the time, most of the time they are doing like what's best for us and like whatever. No, but I'm so glad that they did that. I'm so glad to be like a part of like a different, like, not just obviously I'm Australian, but like a part of like another culture, and to be able to experience that, it's crazy, dude. Like, the past 4 years of my life have literally been insane. But yeah, no, it was good. I've met just the best people and like memories that I'll have forever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this video either. I've just been like talking, but hopefully like you learned something. Living out of your suitcase isn't always the easiest thing. I've been homeless plenty of times, but I learned from it. Those are like the experiences that make you like stronger. I mean, look, and I know, like, now you don't take things for granted, and you get to see, you know, two sides of life, two different, like, it's different, it's on opposite sides of the freaking globe, like, different countries. But yeah, nah, wouldn't do it again, but I definitely don't regret any of the chances that I've taken. The risk that I made, dude, I'm so different, like, person from what I was when I left. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you learned something. I don't know if I'm even gonna post this video. Maybe it's just for me. Yeah, look, it's not like a comedy video, or it's not like a vlog or like something like that. But I just thought, you know what? I have a platform. I'm able to share my experience. Why not share that experience? Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, you learn something. Hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. But if you're still watching, thank you for still watching. Also, before I forget, I'm doing this thing. If you didn't see it on my vlog, I'm doing shout outs. I haven't done any yet, but all you have to do is give this video a thumbs up. So be subscribed, and send me a screenshot of that, and I'll shout you out in my next video. Yeah, nah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I have a podcast, go listen to that, it's a fun time. Everything will be linked down below. Stay thriving, hoes.